Rich Side K9 guys, coming to you with the EQS 580 2023. Another quick short review. We have not used Electrify American Charger Network on this vehicle yet. It is a plug-in vehicle. Obviously, you know that for what that means when you hear people say that it's a direct plug-in. I should be able to fundamentally pull directly into an Electrify America charger, unplug, plug in, and the car should read it immediately without me having to do anything at all. So we'll take a short road trip, probably about 100. This little cat over here is my project right now. Anyway, we're gonna take a short road trip, probably about 100 some miles to an Electrify America outcropping station on Route 81. We're gonna plug the 580 in and really see how easy it is to pull up and direct plug. We're gonna be doing a lot of testing, guys, between that 580 that I just got. I traded my Model S Plaid for it, and my wife's Model X Plaid versus 580. We're also gonna compare build quality of 580 to a Mercedes flagship, which is a 2021 G63. So we'll get that all worked out, get this unplugged, go on a little trip. All right, guys, so Tesla charger, 50 amp plug. This Tesla though, this Model X Plaid with some Martian wheels on it, we always do Martian wheels, is just trickle charging off 110. Now, when we're charging a Mercedes, it's also on a 110 outlet right now, like you can see, but it's in park for a couple days. We also have a 50 amp charger as well as a Tesla universal adapter. So that's all cool. We need a fast charge at the house. All right, get this bad boy set up. All right, so 580, unlock, boom, close it. Mercedes should have a manual closing door right there. Baby, you wanna be on camera? This cat's actually not friendly. She's feral, one of our barn cats, but she's really making good headway and coming around a lot. A lot of hand feeding, it's working out. Anyway, we just hang this stuff down here. I don't like leaving these little cheap inverters plugged in, so I always keep those unplugged when they're not in use. And let's go for a ride. All right, guys, inside is 100% nicer than inside of a Tesla. That's an easy one, okay? However, and Colette can attest to this, yesterday, full transparency, this car bricked itself, parked right where it is right now. It was giving me the unable to drive error message. Highly frustrating, gotta be honest. Had to get out, close it up, restart it, and it cleared, but it has done it once. All right, guys, inside the EQS, foot on the brake. This son of a bitch better work, not break itself again. Boom, we on. Fingerprint reader. Should be hearing welcome Aaron Taylor here in just a second.
Welcome back, Aaron Taylor.
Everything appears to be good. We are good to go. And we're on the move. All right, guys, super warm day out. It's like, whatever it is, what's it saying here? 69 degrees. Everything is zeroed out. We're gonna roll, round trip should be about 100 miles. This is gonna be a really good mix of, overall, about 10 miles of dirt roads, because we live way back in the country. And for us to leave the house, it's basically 5 miles one way to hardball, 5 miles the back way to get to the back end. But electric vehicles do fantastic on dirt, slop, mud. As long as you have good tires, they are absolutely fantastic. So anyway, overall first impressions of the EQS 580. Incredibly nice, luxurious, true S-Class Mercedes level vehicle. We'll do a side-by-side comparison with a G-Wagon later so we can get a real G63 versus EQS 580 on build quality, interior quality, etc., etc. But overall, is it nicer than a Tesla? Yeah. However, do I prefer a Tesla? Yeah. It's a complicated conversation. We'll have to get into it later. All right, guys, I've said it before. One thing I wish Tesla would have done a long time ago, why doesn't the Model S or the Model X for the price? Again, the Model X is more expensive than the EQS 580, period. Let me say that again. The Model X Plaid is way more expensive than an EQS 580. So why doesn't the Model X have a heads-up display like this one does? Look at this awesome heads-up display. It's amazing, right? Why doesn't the Model X have it? Why doesn't the Model X have massaging seats like this car does? Amazing massaging seats.
They have farting seats.
Yeah, they have farting seats, which I love. Thank Colette for that comment. They have farting seats, which I love. They have a farting microphone outside, which is great. But why can't they put massaging seats in the car? And then last but not least, excuse me, the windshield of the Model X. It's one of the best features. It's the best windshield in the automotive industry. I'll give Tesla that. The windshield of the Model S, plaid, which I own. Well, sold it for this. It's a basic windshield. The roof itself is all glass, very cool. But I like a sunroof. I like on nice days to open the roof up. And magically, Mercedes figured it out. They also have an all glass panoramic roof. And shockingly, it opens. So here's an electric vehicle with heads-up display, massaging seats, and a glass roof that opens. It's almost like Mercedes was listening to me when I did my Tesla review. All right, guys, definitely a little test here. One thing to look at when you do the navigation actually, oh, give it a second. The navigation actually displays itself on the heads-up display. This is something that everybody should be doing, and it's so easy to follow. So we're doing a little test right now in efficiency. As you guys can see, we're going up hills, down hills, up hills, down hills. We have this thing set on 55 for cruise control and eco mode. So we're really trying to see how we're doing. We started at 80%, we're at 78%, and we've covered 10 miles. So that's 2% for 10 miles. That's pretty damn good. I doubt we're gonna maintain that, but again, we're going up and down hills right now, but we're at 55 and eco mode. It's cool outside, 69, almost perfect. We have the AC set on 2, and pretty cool. See how this works out. All right, guys, we're cresting this hill, and we're trying to catch this just right. 19 miles, 5%. Let's see if we can hit 20 miles and still only be using 5%, which would put us at obviously 40 miles per 10% approximately. And yeah, if you can get 400 miles out of this, that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, and we are at 20 miles with 5% used. Keep in mind, the first 5 miles of this was on rocky road. So how do we have it set up? Again, we are in eco mode, intelligent recuperation. Again, one of the cool things the EQS Mercedes does is you can have strong recuperation, normal recuperation, intelligent, or no recuperation. There are times when a car is more efficient and uses less energy simply by coasting. So that's a cool thing. Anyway, we're gonna kick the speed up just a little bit here because Colette's about to kill me. And we're gonna put it to, look in the bottom left corner, stand by, bottom left corner. We're gonna put it on 65. You can see it click over right there. Let the car take over and let's roll. Autopilot, what's better, Mercedes or Tesla? It's not so easy to come up with an answer to that, to be quite honest with you. Guys, again, this is how all heads-up displays should be. Just like this, to where you can see it in real time, augmented reality right here, in case you get confused. So we have augmented reality, we have heads-up display where it's directly in front of us at all times. This is great.
There's a charger here.
All right, guys, baby. Did you seriously just say that?
Yeah, did you know that before this?
Why do you think we're parking over here behind the bagel shop?
No, but I thought...
Why do you think we're parking behind the bagel shop, though? And not in the front
I didn't
of the
know
bagel.
you knew this was here.
All right, guys, at this bagel shop, right outside of the bagel shop is a Volta. I don't know why that has a credit card reader on it, but this will be interesting. That should reach our car. If not, we'll flip around.
I just plugged it in.
You've done nothing. All right, guys, so one thing about the Voltas, man, these are low-level chargers, probably like, I don't know, anywhere between 6 to 8 kilowatts per Volta. But the cool thing is they're totally free. If you come in the shop, why not plug in? 1 Volta right here, 1 Volta right there. We are in Stevens City going to get some bagels, and while we're getting some bagels, we'll get some free juice. All right, so it is plugged in, guys. We're pulling 6.6, 6.7, 6.8. Normally, Voltas are right between 7 to 8 kilowatts it'll deliver. But again, that's a good amount for when you park. We'll go inside, buy some bagels, come back out, and we'll probably have added 2%, 3%, but it's free gas. All right, guys, we're leaving the bagel shop. Got reloaded, got some carbs. We did a hard run this morning, man. I mean, I didn't run, she ran, but I'm gonna eat with her out of comfort to make sure she feels good. No one likes to eat alone. So anyway, we're going over here, we're gonna unplug from the free charger. We're gonna go down to Electrify America paid charger, and we're gonna see if we can just plug in, pull 350 kilowatts into the EQS, see how that goes. All right, guys, I just checked the app. We are pulling 8.2 kilowatts right now of power. We've been here about 20 minutes. Hopefully we got 2 to 3%. Let's take a look, figure it out. First thing you do, you walk up, unlock the car, unplug the charger. All right, guys, we were at 72% when we left. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see where we are now. 74%. So again, 2%, no big deal. However, that's like 6 to 8 miles of driving. So in case of an emergency, when you stop, why not get it? All right, guys, so Tesla makes it super easy to charge, right? You just touch the screen, car route through the charger, you pull up, it works perfectly damn near every single time in a Tesla. When you're outside of Tesla, a little bit more difficult. Mercedes makes it awesome because they partner with Electrify America. And right here you can see all I did was touch the top icon, ask it where the closest chargers were. It automatically pulled up Electrify America's 350 kilowatt charger 2.8 miles away. We're gonna touch that. It's gonna set us up. We're gonna tell it, let's go.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
And we're gonna see how this works when we pull up to Electrify America. All right, guys, next exit is the Stevens City Electrify America 350 kilowatt charger. But check this out, man. Can't stress enough, I get to focus. Here we go. Look at this bad boy. Heads up display telling us where to go. Map right here in front of us telling us where to go. Whatever they call this, having a hard time here. Can't remember. Automated reality. Jeez Louise. Anyway, guys, Sheets right here. Just like Sheets often has Tesla chargers at it, which is great, they also often have Electrify America. So we're gonna pull in and see how this works. All right, guys, this will be interesting. As many of you know, the EQS 580 SUV, maybe all EQS, I have no idea, but this one for sure is sold with 2 years of free charging. So let's take a look. Let's get it going, see what happens. All right, guys, this is up to 150. Wonder if I'm at the right one here. And 350. So we need to back into that bad boy right there. All right, guys, we are at Electrify America 350 kilowatt chargers. Get this bad boy opened up. Remove the big port right there. And let's really take a look at what's going to happen here. So let's go number one. Let's get us in the car. Boom. We are connected. The car did grab it. It locked it in place, so that's a good thing. And let's see what this bad boy says. I don't even know how this works, man. Honestly speaking, this kind of stuff with a Tesla is 10 times easier. All right, guys, we plugged in. We have done nothing. And the machine is thinking. Took a little while here, though. But it says processing payment. Let's see what happens here. Screen on the inside. It's still showing us. I don't think anything's really happening yet. Still not charging, but we'll go in here a second. Now, Tesla would have definitely already started charging. No question about that. What's that say? It's red? Is that what it's doing?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see something here real quick. Charging station fault. There you go. Charging station fault. Wonderful. All right, guys, we have plugged in a secondary charger now, the one right next to it. Number one, out of service. Number two, in service. This is showing connecting to vehicle. The previous one didn't even do that. It just said processing payment. So let's see how that goes. We have a beautiful Jaguar F-Pace EV plus 100 pulling in. I hear something happening. I hear it spooling up. Really good thing. Let me know when you start seeing some numbers on this bad boy where it says 0. Let's take a look. I can hear things spooling. It is connecting to the vehicle. So let's see what happens here. Did it finally grab it? All right, cool. There we go. All right, guys, so good news. And again, a beautiful Jaguar F-Pace electric right next to us. We are at 73% and we're pulling 115 kilowatts. That's not bad, to be honest with you. That might be pulling more than a Tesla will pull. Now, again, guys, part of my frustration, man, the first charger was out. It was a fault, right? I didn't have to move bays. I just had to use the other nozzle. It took it right away. It worked perfectly. It read the car. We're pulling power. That's awesome. We're pulling good power at that. It did work. But like everybody knows, God help us if Electrify America goes down. Let's just hope that they do some good work and really improve these stations. But so far, perfect. If we were on a road trip, We have sheets right here. We're catching power. We're in beautiful Stevens City. Pretty damn cool. Okay, guys, well, it's my turn. So I have seen online about these cars doing this, and this is the second time it's done it, guys. This is not good. I have exactly like 700 miles on this car. Stand by, hold on. Where's the reading at? 777 miles. 777 should be good luck. The car will not go into drive. So again, we are foot on the brake. We're here. Everything's on. AC's on. Oh, it just re-add. We're good. Okay.
Now we born together. Dazzling images on a huge silver screen. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our heroes feel like the best part of us.
All right, guys, finished that little detour. We are now pulling down into Martin's on our way home from this little trip to see how charging and stuff would go. Look at that beautiful sign for old Ridgeside K9. Gosh, that looks so good. Wish somebody knew who thought about stuff like that. But cool part is here, man. Again, this is on the way. We're dropping off Colette to run aside, do a little bit of shopping real quick. And we're gonna hopefully see some more Volta chargers down here because they're all over the place in Northern Virginia. And as soon as, give me 1 second, love. Pull up a little bit, hold on, please. Well, you can't just jump out where I'm gonna get a ticket because somebody's jaywalking. See? Well, I mean, you never know, but I'm trying to get a little closer down here to the charger so I can see where I'm gonna park at.
But I need to shop there.
And unfortunately, it looks like we have 2 other electric cars charging. Bastards. Possibly one, nope, 2 EVs. Mustang Mach-E and a Toyota RAV4 Prime. But that shouldn't be charging right there. That car has gasoline. Bad decision. And this is one of the things that makes spending time in this car a good place to be, man. Like, it is like a light show. If you like technology, it's a really good car to have. The car's driving itself right now too, by the way, guys. 100% driving itself. I have nothing to do with the wheel, any kind whatsoever. It'll slow down. So this is the thing about the Mercedes-Benz system. Some aspects, I love it way over the Tesla because it's not so herky-jerky and it's way less restrictive, meaning the newest update on full autopilot, but more importantly on full self-driving on the FSD, like if you look away, if you move your hand, I mean, after just a couple times, all the alarms are going off. And then if you do it 2 or 3 times and it just turns off and then it sucks. But the Mercedes is not as good as a Tesla. However, it's way less intrusive. Its lane centering is a lot smoother. It's not smoother, but and it's not as good. Let me be very clear. Tesla's better, but this is kind of easier to drive or live with, at least right now. That's coming from somebody who just got out of a Model S Plaid after 40,000 miles, still has a Model 3, still has a Model X Plaid, loves Tesla to death. But the Mercedes system is a little less intrusive and a little more easy to live with. The Tesla system is far better. All right, guys, we are back on the dirt roads. We got a couple miles to go to get back to the farm. We are in off-road mode in the car. The only reason I don't need off-road mode, but it lifts it up a certain amount, I don't know, 1 or 2 inches. But when I'm in off-road mode, I put it in the off-road dashboard. And again, that's one of the nice features, man, about this car versus like a Tesla is that you can change the color, change the backdrops, change the screens, change everything you're looking at, change the heads-up display into like a million different heads-up displays. I'm a tech nerd, I like it. Does it beat the Tesla overall? I don't know, I can tell you this, it's more comfortable to drive. However, if I had to jump in a car right now and go cross country, there's absolute 100% I'd go in a Tesla. All right, guys, we are home. Backing into the carport. Boom. Cars in park. Old Model X Plaid right next to us. God, them Marshall wheels look good, boy. All right, guys, so what did we learn today? Okay, the ability to pull up at Electrify America, not scan a card, not scan the app, not notify it ahead of time, not do anything like that at all. I'm just plugging in this trickle charger. And plug the car directly in, have the Electrify America station communicate immediately with the Mercedes and start delivering power. Did it work? It did. Was it seamless? No. So when we pull up to the Electrify America station, look at that, you got Old Dutch Shepherd up there on patrol. We got old Barn Cat right there. Not too happy that he's up there. Rocky, no. Don't even. You too close. You stay on the video, okay? So anyway, pull up station one. Didn't work. First one we plugged into. First one we pulled up to didn't charge. Had an immediate fault and couldn't charge. It was okay because there was like 7 other empty, or let's see here, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, no, 5 other stations available. The very next one we plugged into, which was directly next to us, so I didn't have to move the car, the station immediately read the EQS, talked to it, and started dumping power, just like if you were a Tesla. Model 3 is not here right now, but we still own a Model 3 that normally parks like right there somewhere. And we obviously had this Model X Plaid. Right here we've had for quite a while. The only thing we did to the Model X Plaid, we did swap out the stock wheels, which I'm not a fan of, for 20-inch Martians with much more off-road worthy tires than what come on it, just to give us a little more bite. Anyway, I don't know where my dog just went. Okay. Hip. Get over here right now. Come here. Sit over here. You got to watch him out. All right, we're going to walk over here real quick. Finish this speech off with what do we think about the EQS? I'm going to give you guys a little view that God himself made and God himself put on planet Earth. Right there? Okay, stand by. We'll get out here. Top. Right here, the old gazebo. Uh-oh. That's what he does. Don't get much prettier than that, man. Well, I'll tell you how it gets prettier. Stand by. Put that in the picture, boy. That gets prettier. Why did I trade Tesla Model X? Jeez, I didn't trade my Model X. Why did I trade Tesla Model S Plaid in for EQS 580? Long and short of it, car had 40,000 miles almost on it. Had it for a year. Great car. Love the Model S Plaid. I just needed something new, man. It was the same car. I've driven cross country multiple times, in and down to Florida, up to Michigan, all over the United States in that car. Would I recommend a Tesla Model S Plaid? 100%. Fastest car in the world. You can't go wrong with it. It's like a party trick. You hit the gas, it's like something you never felt, can make you almost nauseous. However, is the interior of the 580 nicer? Hands down. Is the build quality better? Unfortunately, I hate to say this, yes. Is it as reliable as a Tesla? Man, I can't say that. I got to give it time. Is the Tesla a lot easier to use? 100%. The best analogy I can think of is this. So this is the best analogy for the Mercedes EQ lineup versus the flagship Tesla. So Model X Plaid, fully loaded, I believe is the most expensive Tesla you can buy right now. And that's this car right here, okay? I'm not saying as a brag. I'm just saying to compare apples to apples, which is the most expensive SUV Tesla makes versus the most expensive SUV electric that Mercedes makes. The build quality for me is like this. Apple product, high-end Samsung. Apple product, it looks kind of basic but works every time, turns on, you jump in, you go, you don't think, it just works. High-end Samsung product, looks super sexy, has 10 times the feature, 20 times the technology, completely customizable, but it ain't an Apple. And that's exactly why I carry Samsung. So I don't know, man. I like this SUV. The outside doesn't really do it for me, if I'm being honest, but the inside is just absolutely gorgeous.